museum couldn't run without volunteers. We need people on the desk to steward it and greet visitors. We need people to help behind the scenes. Sometimes we're more busy in the winter than we are in the summer. We put up new displays, we catalogue the items, we put them into storage. We have to make sure they're well conserved, well preserved for the future. So we couldn't do any of that without volunteers.
I think it's very important. We have a lot of history and we like to share it with people. The more people that can volunteer and with their input, we're going to be more successful. And
having access to the museum is a way of building our knowledge of Perranzabuloe's history, and it's been very beneficial for all the volunteers.
It's two-way. Volunteers help us, but they enjoy the social life, they meet people, they learn more about the area, and that's why Perranzabuloe Museum is here, for everyone to understand about the past in our parish.
I read, I talk to people mainly, and I like to take the children round to show them how Mum used to do the washing years ago, and I show them the mangle and the soap, and I help them with the quizzes. And I let them look in the kitchen. I open the door and let them look in.
We get people inquiring about the house they live in and how old it is, and are there any old photos of it. So there's a necessity to know where photos are and where likely the photos should be for what they want to see.
We have a very clear-cut policy for new volunteers. They are always work with somebody who's experienced and can show them the ropes, and we make sure that they're very clear on our guidelines. We have had quite a few people who are newly retired who are very keen to get involved, but we've also had a very successful Museums at Night event which encouraged younger people into the museum, and through them we're hoping that their parents and other members of their family will volunteer, because they bring a new dimension and a new way of looking at things, which is what we very much need. So we welcome all ages.
I think it's very good. People that perhaps live by themselves, or it's nice to come in and meet people from different parts of the country or even different parts of the world. And I always think it's a good thing to be able to talk to people.
When the museum is open, which is during the Easter to October, volunteers help to steward the desk and welcome visitors. They help to keep it clean and tidy. They receive new artefacts if they're offered to us. Behind the scenes, and particularly in the winter months, there's always a lot to do, cataloguing and looking after our objects.
There's sort of various events through the year to get everybody together, social events, and often events where there may be a speaker come to talk to the friends of the museum and the volunteers.
Getting out and meeting people. I've retired from work now, so obviously I'm missing colleagues, etc. So get out and meet people and find friends.
We couldn't run the museum without volunteers. There are so many things to do, and we really welcome the help of volunteers.